Hello guys, and welcome to another Python tutorial. This is the second part in the tutorial, and today we're going to be getting into variables, if statements, and yeah, we're going to have a, good time, I hope. So, anyway, first thing you're going to do, is if you don't already, watch the first video, because I install PyCharm and Python, so those are two things you need for this tutorial. Um, so yeah. The so the first thing that we went over last time, like the only thing basically, is this thing called the print statement, and basically it displays something to the basically the Python console. It displays text or whatever you want. So if we do print and um, let's minimize that. Um, so in these print statements, anything that you write, so I'm just going to write Henry, um, in these pair of quotation marks, when you run it, it'll print whatever you put in here. And the reason we do have to put it in these quotes is because every, so the computer doesn't know what you're referring to, so I can't just go Henry because it doesn't know what I'm referring to, but if I put it in quotation marks, it's like, oh, it's a string, and a string is like any sort of text. You can put numbers in the text, but another thing we can do is basic math. So um, we don't put 1 plus 1 because computers can handle basic math, so we can do 1 plus 1. So if we run that, it'll output 2. And you can do this the same for uh, you can do print 1 plus 1, print 1 minus 1, print 1 times 1, and print 1 divided by 1. So this print keyword is just a command that we're telling the computer to output something in here. And the computer, as it, runs each thing line by line. So it runs line 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. And then it'll stop the program because we have nothing else to run. So if we run this, it'll do 2, 0, 1, and 1. So it makes sense. So, um, let's say you want to store something. So, like, you have a number and you want it to go up by 1 every time something happens. So, basically, what you can do is just. So, we're going to make this thing called a variable. And a variable is like a number, a string, which is like words. It can be a decimal. It can be anything basically. So how you make a variable is I, or anything you want to call the variable. So we could just call this uh, my number, and then we're gonna set it equal to, I guess, just 0. So this could technically be anything. We could set my number to Henry, and you can call it anything. Of course, if we're gonna make it a name, you'd probably call it like my name or my string or something like that. But yeah. So for now, I'm just gonna make it equal to 0. Now, if we can do print my number. And the reason I'm not putting this in quotes is because we've made this variable. The computer knows what you're referring to. If we just surrounded this in quotes, what would happen is the computer would just actually print out my number rather than 0. So we want to print out my number, and then if we do that, it'll print out 0. And you can edit these variables as well. So how you can do that is you can just do my number, and then we can set it equal to uh, itself minus 1. And then maybe we can add another print statement right here, and then run it, and we'll get 0 and then -1, because we're going to print out the number, then we're going to change the value of the number, then we're going to print it out again. So, yeah. So that's how you do that. So you can also do, you can also add strings. So you could do hello plus world, and then if you run that, you'll get hello world. Of course, there's no space separating it. You could just put a space right there at the end of the string. Then that looks a little better. So yeah, that's basically variables. So yeah, if you have any questions, just leave it down in the comments. And yeah, so I hope you guys understood that. If you didn't, it's fine. I'm gonna go over that a little more. Yeah, I hope you have a good day.